Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Are you able to hear me? Because of the bad climate, it's, there is some internet problem here. Are you able to hear me? Okay. So we'll start with our prayers. Today is our Manah Siksa session 11. So in this also, today also, we will be this about Raganuga Bhakti. We will be going deep inside. So because that is a portion that it is going on in Manah Siksa now. Okay, so we will already 5 minutes or 10 minutes late because of this internet connection. There was poor connection. At least now we have got some streamline. Okay, now we will start with our prayers. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pashata Deshaktarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So we are going to our garden. There's no music, there's only the sound of the air. Very beautiful flowers. So we can offer these flowers for Manah Siksha book and Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. And so for Gaunitai, we are going for this garden and we will offer these flowers and take blessings from Gaunitai. Just a minute. So very nice gaily flowers. We can offer all these flowers for our Gaunita and take blessings. And then for Gaunita, we have these fruits also. All the shells are very big. Make it small. Otherwise, we are not able to see these items nicely. See all the pictures and make it small and items big. Offerings has to be big. Very nice. Just a minute, I'll make it as usual size I'm making. Somehow today it has become very big, everything. So I have to make it small. Okay. So we'll start from the beginning. Okay. Beautiful fruits, but every time we are showing the same fruits, we have to change the fruits. Okay. Now we are going for this garden to pluck flowers for our Radha Krishna. They're very beautiful. The flowers are like made of ribbons. Like it's made of like satin cloth. No, it's so sweet. It's so soft and it looks like a soft cloth, velvet cloth. It's so wonderfully made. These flowers. It's all Krishna's mercy that the flowers have taken wonderful colors and wonderful shapes. So all these flowers we can offer for our Radha and Krishna. Can see the nice flowers. Okay. So now we will go for our Radha Krishna. For Radha Krishna, we have puris, then sweet rice, then some sabji for puri, then vadas, tilka ladu, pongal, red pongal, sweet pongal, and the hivada, chutney, all items. So it's like a dinner or a breakfast, breakfast tiffin or an evening tiffin like that. So you can offer all these items for Radha Krishna. They're looking so beautiful. We'll very lovingly offer all these sweets and different items. See that till Ladu, it is perfectly made. So it is wonderful offering for our Radha Krishna. Next, for our Ashtasakis and Radha Krishna, we are going for this garden. Wonderful. So these grapes are wonderful. I think these are grapes, I think. Or this is, yeah, it's, something like grapes. What is this? It looks like big, little big. Okay, so for our Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai, ISKCON founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Generally, when we make this, Chakra Pongal or this Gud ka kheer, it's wonderful when we fry this cashews and badams and coconut pieces in ghee and then drop it on top. No, it is wonderful taste. Particularly this coconut pieces, if we fry in ghee, it gives a wonderful taste and it gives a wonderful fragrance for adding fragrance for the sweet. So this is what is made with tulsi, with tulsi leaf. They have wonderfully offered this for Radha and Krishna, and this is we will offer this for our Srila Prabhupada with all love and devotion. So yeah, here also some mangoes. So nice mangoes. We can offer these mangoes for these mangoes. We will be very lovingly. We will offer it for Shri Radha and Krishna, and then we will offer this for our Srila Prabhupada. Okay. Next, for Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet. For Prabhupada's lotus feet, we will pluck all these roses. So, these are dahlia flowers, big flowers. So we will go one more time. Very nice flowers, you can see. Now you can pluck, because the song is very quickly it is finishing. So I will stop here. You can pluck the flowers and you can offer it for our Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet. Okay. Now for our His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj Ki Jai. His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj Ki Jai. So for our Guru Maharaj, we are offering wonderful plate of nice kheer item. This is kheer with all nuts and then rose petals. One row of rose petals, one row of pista badam, and then next row of coconuts, and next row of mangoes, and there's a very nice mango rose made with it is made with mango pulp. Generally, with mango pulp they make a sheet-like thing. With that, they have made this rose, and then Manjari Tulasi and rose. So wonderful offering for our Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. So we can offer this for our Guru Maharaj. So with Manjari Tulasi, first we have offered this for Radha and Krishna, and then Maha Prasad is for our Guru Maharaj, and then we can take Maha. Yes. Okay. Now, Guru Maharaj lotus feet, we have very wonderful flowers, roses. So we'll go to the rose gardens and we'll pluck flowers for his lotus feet. You can pluck the flower, remove the petals, and very nicely, softly, you can put the petals on his lotus feet. Beautiful roses. One more time. On. Very beautiful flowers. And then here we have very, very nice ghee roast with chutney. So this is called Mysore dosa. Why this color is coming golden color? Because they have applied something inside. So this red color chutney they apply inside, and this on top it comes like this. This they call it as Mysore dosa. Okay, so we can offer this for our Radha and Krishna with the Tulasi they are offering, and then for our Maharaj we can give this as Mahaprasad, and then Maha we can take. Here also we are going for a garden, I think fruit garden. So kiwi garden, so kiwi fruits. So we are offering kiwi fruits for Maharaj. It is very good for health. So it's very good to offer kiwi fruits for Maharajas because it strengthens uh, the strengthens the health. Okay, now for Pisaluna's Vanasami Maharaj lotus feet, we have so much of flowers to offer these roses. System. Wonderful flowers, silk roses, very nice colors. So we can offer all these roses for our Maharaj lotus feet and take his blessings and go for the class. So Manah Siksha by Shila Raghunath Das Goswami. I think day for yesterday we saw this. Sadhana Bhakti, we are segregating it as Vaidhi Sadhana and Raganuga Sadhana. So concerning Vaidhi Bhakti, Rupa Goswami is telling that where the action of Bhakti arises, not from the attainment of Raga, but by the teachings of scriptures. So that is called Vaidhi Bhakti. But Ragatmika Bhakti is the Bhakti which is been practiced by the Vrajavasis. Particularly, Vrajavasis mean not these days whoever is staying in Vrindavana, not those people. Vrajavasi means the original Vrindavan people, where in Goloka Vrindavan, the Vrajavasis are there, who are directly serving Krishna. Them only we are calling as Vrajavasis. So they are doing Ragatmika Bhakti for Krishna, and we are following after those Vrajavasis. So Raganuga Bhakti is that Bhakti which follows after the Vrajavasis Bhakti. Okay, so this Raganuga Bhakti is a particular type of Bhakti in which we are following after the Vrajavasis who are doing Raganuga Bhakti. That means we are following after the Ragatmika Bhaktas. When we are following after the Ragatmika Bhaktas, it is called as Raganuga Bhakti. Okay. So I think we finished this Bhakti that is impelled exclusively by such a thirst is called Ragatmika Bhakti. See, it's a thirst actually. Thirst means it's a kind of longingness. That longingness, when it reaches its peak, then it is called as thirst. So longingness, which has reached its peak, is somewhat known as thirst. So that kind of longingness. Longingness, when it ends up longing all the time, thinking about one particular item, one particular object of love. So when we are thinking about that object of love, at last what will happen? We will develop some kind of thirst for that object of love. Thirst means always thinking, how will I get that object of love? How will I get that object of love? how will I get that object of love? Like that, when we are thinking, then it is called thirst. So generally, we develop thirst for some material things. Uh, we have so many examples. Like we want to buy something, and immediately we will start meditating of that thing, thinking how much it will be useful for. So then we will think, meditate about that item, and then more and more when we are meditating, we will somehow find some necessity to buy that item or to get somehow that item. So then what will happen? We will go to the YouTube and search, and then we will see the commentary, comments and reviews, and try to find out the best piece of that, and we'll try to locate it and buy it, that product. So like that, it's a big long way between our simple thought of buying, and then for the exact buying. So till the time when we buy that item, that thirst will be there, that longingness will be there. So always thinking about that, if it is there, it will be good for me. So one fine time, this person will become very much thirst for that item. So like this, or somebody who loves somebody, then they would want to marry that girl or boy, and then they will have thirst for that kind of relationship. So then at last they will get married. So like this, it's a thirst. So the same thing, the material examples we saw now, in the same way, when we develop uh, some kind of thirst or longingness towards Krishna, object of love is Krishna, then it is called Ragatmika Bhakti. And that Ragatmika Bhaktas, when we are following after them, the Ragatmika Bhaktas, and try to do the Ragatmika Bhakti here in this material world, then it is called as Raganuga Bhakti. From here only we are longing. Ragatmika Bhaktas, Vrajavasis, they are longing from there in Vrindavana. But we are longing for Krishna, object of love, from here in from this material world. Okay. Sakamarupa Sambandha Rupa Cheti Bhave Vidha. There are two types of Ragatmika Bhakti. That impelled by conjugal feelings and that impelled by other relationships. Sambandha Rupa. So this point we will make it as a workshop. So we will do this as a workshop. Just a minute. There are two types of Ragatmika Bhakti. There are two types of Ragatmika Bhakti. Two types. There are two types of Ragatmika Bhakti. Okay. That impelled by conjugal feelings, Kamarupa, Kamarupa, and this one we can take off. This is another one. That impelled by other relationships, that is Sambandha Rupa. So we got two things. Okay. So now that we will put some arrow mark here. Okay. So we make this line thick so that you can see this line. So there are two types of Ragatmika Bhakti. One is that impelled, make it down. So simple. So now we have this two types of Ragatmika Bhakti. One is Kama Rupa and another one is Sambandha Rupa. So Kama Rupa, what is Kama Rupa? That impelled by conjugal feelings. That impelled by conjugal feelings. Next is Sambandha Rupa, that impelled by other relationships. So that means what is that? Here it is given that impelled by conjugal feelings and that impelled by other relationships. What is that? The thirst impelled by conjugal feeling. So we can use that thirst. Thirst impelled by conjugal feelings. A thirst impelled by a thirst impelled by other relationships. Okay, is it okay? That we have removed that and we have put thirst. It's fine. Because Raganuga itself is thirst, longingness. We can put thirst or we can put love. By other relationships. We can use these words, thirst, longingness, all these things are very nice to use for a bhakti. Next. So we made this page as a workshop and now here this page also we will do workshop. Yes. Okay, now what is this? Ragatmika Ragatmikaik Ragatmikaik Nishtaye Rajavasi Janadaya Tesham Bhavaptaye Lubdho Bhave Tatradikarava. So very nice photo. So we will remove all these things and we'll make it as a workshop. Now we will understand what is this. The person who is greedy for attaining a bhava similar to that of the inhabitants of Praja, who are fixed solely in Ragatmika Bhakti, is qualified for Raganuga Bhakti. Okay. What is the Who is the person who is qualified for Raganuga Bhakti? Who who are qualified? Who are qualified? Who are qualified for Raganuga Bhakti? You want to know, no? Who is qualified for Raganuga Bhakti? So they are saying, who is qualified? Who are qualified for Raganuga Bhakti? That person who is greedy. So that person, this is number 1 point. This is number 1 point. That person who is greedy for attaining a bhava similar to that of the inhabitants of Raja, who are fixed solely in Ragatmika Bhakti, is qualified for Raganuga Bhakti. So, these are the items they are giving. That person who is greedy for attaining a bhava, similar to that inhabitants of Raja, that person who is greedy, that is an important point, greedy. Greedy for what? Greedy for attaining a bhava similar to that of the inhabitants of Raja. So that person who is greedy for attaining a bhava similar to that of the inhabitants of Raja. So who are these inhabitants of Raja? They are fixed solely in Ragatmika Bhakti. So when we are following up to the Ragatmika Bhaktas and do Ragatmika Bhakti, following up them, in the material world it is called as Ragatmika Bhakti. Next. Tattat bhavadi madhurye sute dhirya apekshata sate natra sastram na yuktim chatallobo prati lakshanam. So this is one sloka. They have given very beautiful picture also is there. So now we can remove these things and we can make it as a workshop. What is the appearance of the greed is indicated when the intelligence does not depend on rules of scripture and logic. After realizing to some degree the sweetness of their love, sweetness of the Rajavasi's love. Rajavasi's love through the process of hearing from the scriptures. So that means they are not dependent on the rules of scripture and logic. But again, they are getting this sweetness only through the scriptures. So we can never ever get out of the scriptures. Oh, I don't want to follow scripture. I don't want all these rules and regulations. That is why I want to do Raganuga. So I don't want to follow scriptures. I'm not interested for scriptures. No, we cannot say like that because they are giving something else. They are saying, even though you are not dependent on the rules of scriptures and logic, again, when you are getting that sweetness for sweetness of realizing that Brajavasi's love to some extent, that how can it happen without studying the scriptures? Once Narsingha Maharaj came. So Vigna Vinash, the Narsingha Maharaj came here. So in the class, when Maharaj was taking class, and Maharaj asked about study. So he said, studying scriptures. In what anga this comes? Is it uh, it is Shravanam or Smaranam or Kirtan? So then Maharaj told, when we are studying the scriptures, that doesn't come under Kirtan because we are studying inside us. So it's not Kirtan. And of course, it is Smaranam also. But first, we are only hearing. So studying scripture means reading scriptures, whatever it is actually Shravanam, hearing. So whether we are studying the scripture, we are reading the books of Srila Prabhupada or other sastrical books, and or we are uh, hearing from devotees about the scriptures, whatever the scriptures has given. So in both ways, it is hearing only. Whether we are studying the scripture or whether we are hearing the scripture, both are same. So in those days in Gurukula, there will not be books, there will not be writing pads, anything like that. So the Guru used to keep the children with him for nice many years. And the disciples will grow with the guru, and then the guru will be teaching and the disciples will be hearing. So mostly it will all be hearing. By hearing only they will learn anything. So that's what actually is we are supposed to do, only hearing. But these days we have got books. So studying is also hearing. Hearing lectures from devotees is also hearing. So in this way, everything, whatever is connected with the studying scripture is all Shravanam. So that point Maharaj made it very clear for Vinash Maharaj. So we also learned that point. Okay, so now we are going for this particular question. Here we have one question, number one question. And here we have number two question. Number two question. How does this particular type of greed appear? This is the question. How does this particular type of greed appear? And they are saying that greed will be like thirst. Greed is so strong. Greediness, such a wonderful greediness. Where from this greediness will come? The appearance of that greed is indicated when the intelligence, the appearance of the greed is indicated when the intelligence does not depend on the rules of scriptures and logic. The appearance of that greed is indicated when the intelligence does not depend on the rules of scripture and logic. Our intelligence will not depend on the rules and logic, rules of scriptures and logic, but our intelligence will think of the sweetness of Rajavasi's love. So how? Just by hearing about Rajavasis, just by hearing how much Rajavasis are loving Krishna, just by hearing it from the devotees, we will start developing some degree of attraction for this Brajavasi's love. So by hearing, it will increase. So hearing means here we should understand we can hear from the devotee and we can also study from the scripture. Both are hearing. This please learn this point. It's very important. It's a very small subtle point, but it is very important point. Whether you study or whether you hear from the devotee, everything is Shravanam only. So that by Shravanam, that the Shavasi's love, the sweetness of the Vrajavasi's love, we can understand to somewhat, to some degree. Only when we understand, that to some degree, that sweetness of Vrajavasi's love, when we realize something, then only, that too by hearing from the scriptures, by hearing from the devotees. So we realize to some extent the sweetness of the Vrajavasi's love. Then what will happen? Our intelligence will not now depend on scriptures. You should not do this. You should do this. So like this, many why the rules and all are there. So the devotee, not wantingly, he will get out and do some wrong things. He spontaneously, his intelligence will not depend on the rules of scripture and logic because he's having thirst for Radha and Krishna. So somehow his mind wants to peep out and just go and find out the scriptures where the Javas's love is uh, is revealed. So in this way, our intelligence will not depend on now scripture. Okay, scriptures has to tell, logic has to tell. Then only I will listen. Not like that. The intelligence will very smartly. The intelligence will become very subservient to this Vrajavasi's love. So it will not show his respect and in Vaidi. So respect means it's spontaneous. That naturally it will happen. Naturally it will glide down from Vaidi to Radha. The feelings will glide down to Vaidi to Radha. It's not that they don't want to respect. They don't want to respect. They don't have any respect for this scriptures or logic because of their greediness to follow after Vrajavasi's love. Because they have already tasted that Vrajavasi's love, so they find it very sweet. So that is why they are having this. That their intelligence is going towards this, not behind scriptures or logic, but behind the Vrajavasis, because they are hearing about the sweetness of the Vrajavasis love. So they are running behind the Vrajavasis love because they want to attain Vrajavasis love. So they are doing it through the process of hearing from the devotees and hearing from the scriptures. Slowly, when they are hearing more and more about Vishavasis, slowly, there be some longing, some desire, then the longingness will become thirst, then the thirst will become the greed. So, so first of all, we can say there is some, first of all, there, first, first of all, there is some desire for the to follow the Rajavasis. Raja Rajavasis. So first of all, there is some desire to follow. There is some desire to follow up the Rajava, follow the to follow or to adopt the Java system. To adopt the mood and love of the Java. Right? This is fine. Second, what will happen? Some desire will become next to what will happen. There is some desire. Next, uh, longingness. Longingness. Next, thirst. Then greediness. So, some desire, then longingness, then thirst, then greediness. First step, second step, first step is second step, longingness. Third step, thirst. Then fourth step, okay. So in this way, it is this desire is becoming a longingness, and then the longingness become a thirst, and then it becomes very much big greediness. So in this way, the particular type of greed appears. Okay. So now this is very clear now. Because we want to get the greediness for Raganaga, no? How we will get? First, all this will happen by only all this can happen just by hearing from the devotees and this by hearing devotees and scriptures. Okay. Next, all this can happen just by hearing from the devotees and scriptures. Okay. Next, page we are going. Vaida Bhakti Adhikari Tu Bhavavir Bhavanavani Atra Sastram Tata Tarkam Anukulam Apekshate. Those qualified for Vaidhi Bhakti are dependent on the rules of scripture and favorable use of logic until the appearance of Bhava Bhakti. Okay. Those qualified for Vaidhi Bhakti are dependent on the rules of. So this is the qualification for this is second question. And this is for third question. So this is those qualified for Vaidhi Bhakti are dependent on the. So this is our third question. What is a qualification? What is a qualification? What is the qualification? Qualification. Needed for Vaidhi Bhakti. This is a qualification. This is the third question. Those qualified for Vaidhi Bhakti are dependent on the rules of those qualified for Vaidhi Bhakti are dependent on the rules of scripture and favorable and favorable use of logic until the appearance of Bhava, until the appearance of Bhava. Until the appearance of Bhava Bhakti, the Sadhana Bhakti devotees who are doing Vaidhi Bhakti, they will be dependent on scriptures and favorable use of logic. So all these things they will be doing. Okay, until the appearance of Bhava. So in this way, we can understand this question answer. Next. Next is next is this page. Krishnam smaranam janam chasya prashtam nijasam samihitam tattat katharataschastasu Vasam Raje Sada. Remembering the Vrindavana form of Krishna and his dear associates who have inclination for service similar to one's own, absorbing oneself in hearing topics related to them, one should always live in Braja. In this one page, Maharaj has opened the complete treasure of Raganuga Bhakti. Complete secrets of Raganuga Bhakti has been opened in this page. Remembering the Vrindavana form of Krishna and his dear associate who have inclinations for service similar to one's own, observing oneself and hearing topics related to them. One should always live in Braja. Actual qualification. Actual qualification. The actual qualification the actual qualifications needed for practicing Raga Bhakti. What are all the actual qualifications needed? What are all the qualifications needed for practicing Raga Bhakti? What are all the qualifications needed for practicing Raga Bhakti? Okay. So first qualification is number one. What is this question number 2, 3, 4? This is who are qualified for Raganagamati. This is okay, for question. This is 4. What are the qualifications needed for practicing Raganagamati? Remembering the Vrindavana form of Krishna. Next, and remembering his and remembering again remembering should come because we are making it as points. Remembering his dear devotees, dear associates who have inclinations for serving similar to one's own, absorbing oneself in hearing topics related to them. One should always live in nature. So these are the 5 qualifications we need to practice Raganuga Bhakti. Needed for practicing. Practicing means sadhana. Needed for practicing Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. We can put Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. Better no Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. Now, we are not talking about Bhava, we are talking about sadhana. Raganuga sadhana Bhakti. How to practice? Remembering the Vrindavana form of Krishna. Okay. And remembering his dear associates. Okay. Who are the dear associates? We have to find out somebody who is in our same like-minded. Like-minded. We are in Vatsalya Rasa, like-minded. Who is there? Ashoda, Nanda Maharaj. In whatever way we like Nanda Maharaja, we want to do Vatsalya Baba, or like Ashoda, we want to do Vatsalya Baba, or like Rohini, we want to do Vatsalya Baba. In that is the like-minded dear associate. So remembering his dear associates. So who have inclination for service similar to one's own, like-minded. Let me put like this, like-minded. Okay? Service to one's own. So like-minded Nijavas who have inclinations for service similar to one's own means uh, who have, I will make it simple because many devotees are dominant devotees who have similar desire, who have similar desire towards one, who have similar desire as one's desire, who have similar desire to serve, to serve, to serve Radha and Krishna, to serve Sri Radha and Krishna, uh, who have similar desire, like-minded, who have similar desire to serve Sri Radha and Krishna as one's own, according to our who means who have similar desire. Who means the like-minded Rajavasis who have similar desire to serve Shri Radha Krishna as one's own, as ourselves, as ourselves, as ourselves. Like-minded Rajavasis who have similar desire to serve Rajavasis who have similar desire like us to serve Shri Radha Krishna as ourselves. Ourselves. Like-minded, now we can take them. So the like-minded Rajavasis who have similar desire to serve Shri Radha Krishna as ourselves. To follow the like-minded Rajavasis who have similar desire to serve Shri Radha Krishna as ourselves. Okay. So we are just making it very simple so that we can understand. To follow the like-minded Rajavasis who have similar desire to serve Shri Radha Krishna as ourselves. Like we want to do pan service, making pan, Tambula service for Radha Krishna. The same way some Rajavasis engage in that service, no? So we will be always remembering him, following after him, always trying to find out some information from Google, always thinking about them. How do they do that service so wonderfully? Like that, always thinking Smaranam. So whatever we do, we also want to follow that devotee. So in this way, this is very, 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 very easy. So to whomever we are associating with, that particular association, according to that association, will get the same type of feelings. Observing oneself in hearing topics related to. Next, the devotee will be, because he want because he's more interested to this devotee, this devotee whom we are very much liking. So we'll try to find out so many information about that devotee. He'll go here, he'll go there. Whenever he meets devotees, he will ask, what do you know about Lalita Sakhi? What do you know about Rati Manjani? Please teach me. Like that, they'll be so much interested to learn about the devotee whom they want to follow. Okay, so even this work we have been very ready-madely they are giving us, particularly Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving us ready-made prepared pizzas. So we don't need to worry about all these things, because Mahaprabhu has given that we will follow after the Rupa Manjari, so that we will be under Lalita Sakhi. So this Rupa Manjari we are following. So here, this like-minded Brajavasi, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling us we are Rupanugas, better you follow after Rupa Manjari. So it's better to follow after the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction. So next, we should try to find out. This Rupa Manjari is under Lalita Sakhi. We have so much love for Lalita Sakhi. So if we have love for Lalita Sakhi, we have to approach Lalita Sakhi through Rupa Manjari, because Rupa Manjari is the dearmost right hand, left hand for Lalita Sakhi. So what about Rupa Manjari? Who has talked about Rupa Manjari? Where is the information about Rupa Manjari? So in which song Rupa Manjari is coming? In which scripture Rupa Manjari is coming? So we will try to find out this particular devotee. We will be trying, always thinking about Sri Rupa Manjari. Always thinking about Sri Rupa Manjari. So much so that he thinks about Radha and Krishna, that much he will be thinking about to find out somehow about Rupa Manjari. So we are Rupanugas, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says better follow up the Rupa Manjari. So the Rupa Manjari, so who is the Rupa Manjari? Rupa Goswami is the Rupa Manjari. So Rupa Goswami. So Rupa Goswami's Rupa Manjari means we will try to study all the scriptures given by Rupa Goswami. Mainly, Rupa Goswami has given 2 scriptures for us, that both the scriptures are talking about Raganuga Bhakti and all these intricacies and Vaidhi and Raganuga difference, and this and that, everything is in BRS, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. That's a basic thing what Rupa Manjari is giving us as Rupa Goswami. And then next is the Ujjwala Leelamani. So these 2 scriptures has been given to us by Rupa Goswami. So if we want to follow Rupa Manjari, we have to study these books and then try to find out what is Raganuga Bhakti from her mouth. From Rupa Goswami, we are trying to find out what is Raganuga Bhakti. So now this has been very, in a nutshell, it has been given by Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. So it's in detail in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu little bit, and Ujjwala Leelamani very in a detailed form it is there. So there it has been given what are all the services, what Sakhi will do, what service, and how to do that service under that particular devotee, all that their mood and their emotions, and Krishna, how he is behaving with how he is changing his character and role with different types of heroines. So according to the different heroines, Krishna also becomes a different type of hero. He changes himself. So like this, Like this, so many intricacies has been given in Ushuli Ramani. So, so when we go on reading all these things, that is a fourth point. Absorbing oneself in hearing topics related to them. So, Rupa Goswami's works we can study, and about Rupa Manjari we can try to learn about her through the scriptures. So, we are always connected with Rupa Goswami and Rupa Manjari by hearing topics about them. So, both are same. So, hearing topics related to them. So, like this, the fourth point is that we'll somehow try to connect ourselves because we can't love somebody without gathering knowledge about them. If we want to love somebody, we want to know who they are, what they will do. We are so anxious to know about all their activities, no? So like that, we should be very much anxious, very much thirst, longing to find out what is Rupa Manjari, who is this Rupa Manjari, what she will be doing, how she is serving Radha and Krishna, this and that. So like this, we will be going on searching. This will connect us to, if somebody is searching for you in this material world one day, somehow nature's law is that we will get connected to them somehow. So we are searching for a particular street. We will get that street somehow because we are searching through Google Map. Through somehow we will get to that place. We'll go to that place. So in the same way, if we are going to search for Rupa Manjari, Krishna and Radhika will show us the path to reach her. Lalita Saki herself will help us to reach her. So the path to reach Rupa Manjari. So the Raganuga Bhakta is always thinking how to reach this Rupa Manjari, how to reach her, how to get more information about her. So like this, they are giving more informations about this Rupa Manjari. Okay, so these are the things we are getting connected with. For Raganuga Bhakti, we need these qualities. And then one should always live in Braja. When we are thinking about Rupa Manjari, when we are thinking about Lalita Sakhi, and when we are thinking about how to serve under Lalita Sakhi, under Rupa Manjari, how to serve Radha and Krishna, then we are living in Braja. We are living in Vrindavana. We are not living here in this material world. We are not living in Chennai. We are not living in our house, in our family life. We are living in Vrindavana, in that family where Lalita Sakhi and Radhika and Krishna and our Rupa Manjari is there. In that Manah we are there. So like this we are living in Vrindavana. So this is the main subject of this Ragana Bhakti. This is the very, very important sloka which BRS, which gives us all the secrets about Ragana Bhakti. Okay, so we will stop here, and we are really very slow, going very slow, I know. But if you can understand all these things, and immediately this 5 points, if you can remember, I'm very, very happy. Because at least these 5 points are the only Ragana, for reaching Ragana Bhakti, we have only these 5 points given by Rupa Goswami himself. Rupa Manjari herself has given these 5 points to us. What more we want? These 5 points has to go inside our body, inside our soul, inside our each and every atom of our cells, and get and give us the enthusiasm to search for our beloved Shri Rupa Manjari. So the more and more we talk about her, search for her, we will start loving Shri Rupa Manjari. And She will become our first. So, because we are thirsty, we are longing, we have longingness, thirst to serve Radha and Krishna in the way how Sri Rupa Manjari is serving Shri Radha and Krishna. So, in this way, we are living in Braja. So, we have to always remember the form of Krishna. That's very important because we want to, object of love is Krishna. So, and then to remember his dear associates, Krishna's dear associates, Lalita Saki, Rupa Manjari, Shri Rupa Manjari, and Srimati Radharani. So, like this, all Krishna's dear associates we are remembering. So, all this, then we are following up to the like-minded Vrajavasis. Not only Shri Rupa Manjari, but all the other Manjaris also, whoever is doing that particular service, what we want to do. Example, I have given some Tambula service, so we will be thinking of that particular devotee, asking them, praying them to make us learn that particular service. So like this, we are only living in Vrindavana. So all these things goes inside our heart. All these things are going. It's all inside job, inside service. It's all something connected with the heart. Something, all emotions, all service connected with the heart, not outside. All these things we cannot practice outside. Outside we can do something. We can only search for Sri Rupa Manjari. About Sri Rupa Manjari we can search about her, study Sri Rupa Goswami's works like that. But inside we are longing for her and we want to do service like her. So all these things are most of Raganuga Bhakti, mostly Raganuga Bhakti is 99%. It's internal, not external. So that 1% or 5% or 10%, whatever we are outside, we are practicing is that we are going to those topics, we are searching for those topics and we are going and studying that to practice it again internally. For Samana Jnana's sake, we may go outside to the scriptures, but again for practicing, again smarana. Lots of smarana needed for Raganuga. So Maharaj is written, because of this smarana is more necessary, more necessity is there for smarana for the Raganuga devotees. Grahasthas are, it's difficult for Grahasthas. Maharaj has written this verse. So naturally, in our Grahastha life, we have so many things to do. So we have to little bit retire from our household duties or not household duties exactly, household attachments. So we can minimize all other things and maximize our remembrance of Vrajavasis, our Siksha Guru, and there our Shiksha Guru is Rupa Manjari. So like this, many things we have to do internally. So for that internal smarana, we need some concentration. That concentration, Maharaj says, Grahastha life is not so favorable, he says. But of course, for devotees, if we want, Krishna is helping us a lot. So we can pray to Krishna that how we are going to do that. So accordingly, Krishna will give us strength and energy and all other things so that we can follow after this Ragatmika Bhaktas and do Raga Bhakti. Even though we are Grahasthas, it doesn't matter because we have got a wonderful teacher for us, Siksha Guru. Banu Maharaj is teaching us so nicely about all these topics. So we know very nicely. And then we need to mostly work out in the inside heart. Okay. Thank you so much, dear devotees. It's all smarana. Mostly Raga Bhakti is smarana. So you will understand very quickly when you practice it. So Abhideya is only smarana here, mainly. And Sambandha, we can take it from outside. From Sambandha, knowledge, we can take it from scriptures. But Abhideya is internal, mainly for Raganuga Bhakti. What is there to do here? Because everything is connected with Vrindavana. Where are we here? We are not in Vrindavana. So we are just here, still not qualified for our Vrindavana. So we can get very easily, very quickly, we can get qualified for our going to Vrindavana. Okay. By the combination of Guru's mercy, Krishna's mercy, and Rupa Manjari's mercy, Lalita Sakhi's mercy, all the other Sakhi's mercy, all the Guru's mercy. So everything is not right. Okay. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. Thank you so much. Kalpadarupircha kripa sindhu Vacha Paritanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavi Hare Krishna. Hare Bol.